before it was traded on Bitstamp, was a very cheap cryptocurrency to buy too. But it reached 870, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. And it's consolidating. Similar to Bitcoin, it lost some value, gained some value. So it is quite similar to Bitcoin, just not that volatile, but certainly volatile enough. It moved from 870 to 501. Then we go into NASDAQ Composite here. That's the technology index for US, and it is an indication of United States economy. Maybe not as good as S&P 500, which is the 500 largest companies in US. And as you can see, the US economy is not stopping. It's still going through the roof. It's unstoppable. And the only question is when it's going to go down, when is going to be the call for it to follow the pattern of high move up and a sharp move down, which always plagues the market through the decades. As you can see, every time it went sharply down, it went sharply up, and that's just how things work here. However, there is always an opportunity for a change. Furthermore, now we're on a week chart in Euro USD. We can see very clearly how Euro USD paired itself through the history. So that's from 1994. We can see the relationship. Respectively, it was of a nearly equal value. However, it did used to be more or less more than 30% more valuable than each other most of the time. In this case right here, the difference was quite significant, but surprisingly it always equaled, changed hands. Then there's the oil crash right here, and then surprisingly the market became extremely stable, absolutely incredible. It wasn't, things like that weren't happening for a long time. Maybe in 1995 we see a similar trend. In 1997, 2001, but otherwise it was moving towards one direction here. Even here it's still kind of moving upwards, and it was doing this for quite some time already here, as we can see. And then it lost itself, and we see Euro being slightly ever so more valuable. Apple, a nice stock right here that moved 1000% from the market crash. An easy 1000% from market crash. Obviously that's a lot more if we buy it under the lows of 11 in 2008 and sell it at the highs of 175 or more in 2017 December. I'm sure not many waited that long, because that's almost a decade right here, but a million obviously would turn into a lot more when bought at 11 and sold at 170. Then we got into oil. Obviously oil has consolidated a bit, the price has become a lot more stable and undoubtedly a lot more affordable for everybody out there. However, we've seen oil going from 107 down to just 26 on DBC exchange. Beat WTI crude oil. So that's US oil. Brent oil Brent oil is the British oil. But the ripple has been absolutely incredible, just unbelievable. I can't believe it. Like, I can believe it, but I can't believe it. You know what I mean? Going from part of a cent to $1.60 is just unbelievable. Probably nobody would believe me that these kind of things can happen. Or if they ever happened, they were so rare that that was unbelievable enough. Now, let's go back onto 1 minute here and see how things are topping up. I see that my buy position here is being killed slowly but surely. The resistance is topping up, so the market should be starting to move down. The new resistance level is right here, so it can always just bounce back and go down or move upwards, and that's just how I should be seeing this. The new support level is around this level right here, and that's pretty deep and very profitable. Obviously that would give me around $360 or so if I trade only one Bitcoin. If I move on to 1 hour, I can be sure that the market can easily move up, because it's such a big difference. 1 hour chart is moving upwards, and it's moving upwards quite firmly. However, in here I'm just looking at the best possibility to cash out, and it can always just correct itself to move upwards, which is a distinct possibility, just like that. Or it can just keep zigzagging without having any kind of a serious pricing there. Now I see that right here we were on a really nice way down. I remember here I expected it to go up, and it did went up. The market continued to go on its trend way down. what we have here, a bunch of stocks. Are there any stocks that I want to check? There are a lot more cryptocurrencies out there, but I know that the major ones are going up, and the ones that I'm interested in right now are already here. We can also check all cryptocurrencies. So we go into coin market cap, and we can look at right now that is December 29th 2017. Information, and we see that Bitcoin is sitting on a good 244 billion market cap. Obviously that's a lot less than it used to be. Ethereum is quite sharply up. Ripple is at $1.83, which is unexpected too. Bitcoin Cash 2,500, not so bad. Litecoin, we haven't seen much of it. That's what I currently know about it. Its price went quite low, but it always stayed relatively valuable. That means it had at least $1 in its value at all times, and together with the rest of the currencies, it has topped all the charts out there. That's how it goes in relation with many other coins out there. I'm not going to check all of them because they are just unnecessary. There are many coins out there, but not so many of them may be that trustworthy. Cardano 12 billion, IOTA 10 billion. That's Bitcoin Gold right there. It started out seriously. It was destroyed by a 400% down to 100 or so. 110. Then it went up to 496, went down to 115. And was bouncing up and down continuously. 390, 300, less than 300. There are even cases where it reached as low as 222. Then it goes up to 443. So Bitcoin Gold, right? Let's look at it. Bitcoin Gold. Surprisingly, I can only look at it at the Bitfinex exchange. Oh, interesting. You can see all the exchanges here, but I can't select the exchanges that have cryptocurrency in it. So Bitcoin, gold, dollar, that is Bitfinex, and this one is not showing us much because it wasn't traded on this exchange for long and it was really volatile here. Something's wrong with this. It definitely didn't went as low as 56. I don't know, obviously this is true, however I'm sure the D letter may mean something else. Bitcoin, gold. What else? It looks like there are no more Bitcoin gold charts on tradingview.com. In any case, I won't even be taking a good look at it. Now, as you can see, my position here has just killed me right here. Or it's still killing me, but I'm not going to change it. I'll keep it to what I've chosen at the very beginning. But probably I should take the loss, considering that it was an obvious mistake. I shouldn't keep losing the money. I shouldn't make up with any kind of a foolish traditions here, where I'm with my full knowledge losing money. It's probably just best to try and stay as profitable as possible. So now what we have, Bitcoin gold. So it starts at more than 500, goes down to just over 100, goes up to 360, no, 496, then goes down to just over 100, goes up and down to 375, moves down to as low as just over 100, then moves up to 447, 64, and is moving down once again. So obviously it's not a good deal. In here in the chart wasn't showing me what I wanted to see. Bitcoin, gold, the dollar. It says that it's currently at 249 on Bitfinex. We've seen some serious volatility going on here. In any case, it seems to me that I'm in the profit, but overall I'm losing money. We have went into a new resistance level and we reached it. As you can see, it moved up to a high of 14,510, and it reached exactly that. Which could go into the same resistance basket